All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take your phone calls at 877-NEWS-MAX, 877-639-7629. A couple of updates. The taxi driver who drove the terrorists to the airport, he saw the pictures that we put up earlier of the three suspects, two who we believe blew themselves up on the left and the one they're looking for on the right in white. He has told the police reportedly that he drove them to the airport and that they would not let him, the taxi driver, handle their baggage at all, which would make sense. So that's the latest. We keep getting, dribs and drabs, and we'll bring it to you as it becomes available. Right now, to the phones we go, and let's go to Oregon, Ohio, and say hello to Dan. Hi, Dan.
Yeah, good evening, Steve. First of all, prayers to everyone in Belgium, all the families involved.
Absolutely.
Yes, and I'm really wondering, why is it, I see it with you, I see it with Rush Limbaugh, I see it with Sean Hannity, why is everybody so invested in Donald Trump? An example of you was last night when Donald Trump was doing a speech. He starts out this, you said how great his speech was, and he starts out the speech saying, I'm not pandering to you people like other politicians do. He is the biggest panderer out there. He's flip-flops, he's phony, but what is it our so-called conservative leaders, I don't consider you a conservative leader, I'm not sure exactly where you fall, but I know like Rush and Sean supposedly. It's pretty
disgusting. Well, I can't speak for Sean or Rush. I am a staunch conservative, but I think that the most important thing is making sure that we don't have Hillary in the White House. I do not see Ted Cruz winning a general election. I think he's brilliant. I think he should be on the Supreme Court. He could be president, but he can't win. I mean, he just can't win. He's not likable. He's just not likable. He's not going to appeal to people.
Most polls show Ted Cruz winning.
I don't buy head-to-head polls right now. When Donald Trump gets finished with Hillary Clinton, see, he will do what McCain didn't do to Obama, what Romney didn't do to Obama. The minute she called him a sexist, he shot her up for good, did he not? By bringing up her intimidation of Bill's women. Now that's going to come back again because she's going to open her mouth about that again, and a slew of other issues are going to come forward, and people are going to be educated about Hillary because they don't know everything, and the media will never bring it up, and other candidates would never touch it. So that's why I think Donald Trump is electable, and I think we need a change in this country from the usual politician, and I am confident that his Supreme Court nominees will satisfy most conservatives out there, and certainly will make the world of difference between saving this country and destroying it for 40 years with Hillary. That's my take.
Democrats are the one voting for him, too.
So Democrats voted for Reagan.
Yes, but this is a different style.
I understand that, and it's a different time. Listen, Mike,
letting somebody else pick our runner for our party, it's not good. What's that tell you?
All right, Dan, I appreciate your point of view. Well, please call again. We'll continue the discussion at a later time. Next, let's go to Mike from Golden Valley, Arizona. Hello, Mike.
Hey, how you doing, Steve?
Good. How are you, sir?
2 points real quick. I think now Trump is right about watching who comes in and out of this country. I live in Arizona. My family lives down on that border. So I'm all for that. And the FBI stepping up their investigations throughout all 50 states. Number 2, do you remember an organization called the League of Nations?
Of course.
After the First World War?
Of course.
How good were they with Benito Mussolini, the Japanese, and Adolf Hitler? And they were supposed to stop these people. That's what they were organized for. What's the United Nations doing?
Yeah. Well, you know what? The United Nations is a waste. And you remind me of something, Mike, and thank you very much for calling. Bernie Sanders yesterday on CNN, not only Israel and Netanyahu by name, but praising the good things that Cuba has done and Castro has done. That's how sick, twisted, and demented the left is. And don't you think for a minute that Hillary is any different. All right, folks, the Malzberg panel with Julio Rivera and Brent Badowski is next. Do not miss it.